A very popular former Trump official has just been convicted in court, and things got crazy at the press conference afterwards. Hi, folks, I'm Carmine Sabia, and this is Explain America. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. So Peter Navarro is a fan favorite Trump official, and people have absolutely loved this guy. What he did was he did not comply with a subpoena from Congress, and he did so at the behest of former President Trump, who's told him to claim executive privilege. For this, the Department of Justice brought him to court, charged him with contempt of Congress. Well, Congress charged him with contempt of Congress. The Department of Justice decided to prosecute it, which is exceedingly rare, and he got convicted by a jury. And here's the thing: I feel like if you get a Washington D.C. jury and you get a Republican and you accuse them of causing the Hindenburg disaster, you're going to get a guilty verdict. I have very serious concerns about having these cases done in Washington, D.C. I really do. When you look at the demographics and realize that over 90% of the residents of that area vote for the Democrat Party, it is very tough to believe that you're going to get fair political trials in a city like that. It would be like trying to get, I don't know. I really don't have actually a comparison for it on the Republican side, because there's not a city like that on the Republican side. Washington, D.C. is an anomaly. So it's very interesting. But then the press conference happened and things got really wild. And, well, geez, let's take a look.
I have to lay this out for you. I was not tried for contempt of Congress today. That's not what the trial was about. If any of you sat in the trial, you saw the opening argument. You saw the opening argument of John Crabb, the attorney for the prosecution. He didn't argue. He didn't argue the case on contempt. He said that I was responsible for the J6 insurrection, which is totally without fact. Without fact. Without fact. And he did it in his clothes. The judge called him on it, but it still stood. I am not here convicted because of contempt of Congress. I'm here because of association with J6. That's just wrong.
That will come along.
That's
later.
just wrong.
You will be
and the issue here, stepping back again, it's not about J6. It's about the constitutional separation of powers between the legislative and the executive branch. The Department of Justice itself says you can't do what the legislative branch has done to me, yet they were the ones prosecuting. That's just wrong. I'll take a few questions here if you want.
This is the U.S. Mr. Navarro, have you been in touch with former President Trump, and has he offered to help out with your legal fees?
President Trump has been a rock in terms of assistance. We talk when we need to talk. He will win the president's race in 2024 in November. You know why? Because the people are tired of Joe Biden weaponizing courts like this and the Department of Justice. They are tired of an economy that's going into the friggin' tank.
So, the press conference aside, I think Navarro's right about a couple things that he had said post-trial. He said this could get all the way to the Supreme Court. I don't think it goes that far. I think it gets to the Court of Appeals and gets thrown out. This is a ridiculous conviction. Absolutely ridiculous conviction, in my non-legal opinion. I'm not a lawyer, as I always tell you guys. But this is a ridiculous conviction. We've seen, Eric Holder charged with contempt of Congress, and nobody prosecuted him. And this kind of case is almost never prosecuted, except it was prosecuted against Steve Bannon. It was prosecuted against Navarro. And it seems that it does get prosecuted, but only for one side. And that is where people get into the whole two tiers of justice thing. It really concerns them. And I don't blame them. It's not cool, and it doesn't seem right. I want your opinions on this, though. Should Navarro have this case thrown out on appeal? Do you think that there's an unfair justice system right now? Let me know in the comments. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. That really helps us out, and it helps our channel continue to grow. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.